It's me, I'm C, and this is Kickback Astrology. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Alright, I'm sorry, I quit. But you know what time it is. Grab your guards, grab your woodies, grab your glasses, do what you need to do. Kick back how you kick back. I'ma kick back how I kick back. And let's get into some of these birth charts. Come on with it.
The next we'll get into the bird is moon in Scorpio.
So your moon, like I said before, is going to be your comfort zone. So this is going to be how you are at home, how you deal with your kids. This is going to be who your family knows you to be, and things like that. This is going to be, how you truly feel on the inside, how things truly affect you, and things like that. What you're really comfortable with. So with Wendy's moon being in Scorpio, what do we know about Scorpio? Other than we ain't gonna go there. But what do we know about Scorpio? We know that Scorpio is also a water sign, so we know that it's also going to have to deal with emotions and vulnerabilities and, you know, just going with the feelings, your internal world, understanding how you feel and how others feel and things like that. But the difference between Scorpio and how we were discussing Cancer, Scorpio has a lot more depth to it. So remember that Scorpio has co-rulers. So Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. So you always have to take that into consideration. So that's why, like, a Scorpio will fool you. You'll think they're like an Aries because they're so like brash and in your face and direct at time. And people will be like, "Oh, I thought Scorpio was supposed to be, all deep, dark, and depressed kind of thing." But they're like in your face, like, and that's that Mars energy. That's coming from that Mars where they want to spark. You know what I mean? They want to be that spark in the room. They want to, put that first foot forward. They want to be that leader. They want to, you know what I mean, be that soldier, plant that flag, and accomplish whatever that goal is. So that's why you'll see like a lot of Scorpios are very determined. They're very, you know what I mean. They're not afraid to, they address shit head on. They ain't afraid to come at your neck like a Scorpio. Straight come at you like on some disrespectful type. That's that Mars energy in them. Now, where the shit gets sticky, that's that Pluto where they get down deep into the soul and all of that. But as far as them having that aggressive, you know what I mean, kind of fiery, but they're a water sign. They kind of throw you off, but they're kind of in your face, want to be seen. So you'll see those Scorpios where it's just like, dang, I thought you was supposed to be a water sign. You kind of doing a bit much. Like they'll fool you. You'll think a Scorpio is a fire sign, straight up. Like if you don't know, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I see you. So remember that Mars. You gotta keep that Mars in mind.
Like I said earlier, Wendy, yeah, I see you, and we're gonna get into it now. Now it's time to get into it. And I say I see you because you know that moon in Scorpio got you thinking you hide. Don't nobody know what's going on. You the slickest nigga in the room. Stop. Stop it, man. But anyway, let's get into it. So first off, what do we know about the moon? The moon rules our emotional nature, our internal world, our comfort zone. I always remember that when it comes to the moon. So that's what the moon is going to rule. It's going to rule our emotions, and it's going to, let you know a little bit more about how you are at home and with people close to you. And these are the things people learn when they've known you for years or they've lived with you. This is the difference between, just being associates and really, getting into the nitty gritty.
That Mars is also why they're, willing to fight. You feel me? Win, lose, or draw. You feel me? If you ever been around a Scorpio or Scorpio moon, you know. It is what it is. It ain't nothing that it ain't even about the win. I bet you don't want it no more. It ain't even about the dub. I bet you don't want to go in here with me no more. That's what this Scorpio energy is like. Win, lose, or draw, nigga. Let's get it. You ain't gonna just talk to me any kind of way, do it at you. No disrespect shall be tolerated. That's that Mars energy. They direct with it. They gonna come right at you. Now, what brings this, you know, the depth to it, and where the manipulation and all of that, and where shit just kind of go haywire, where it's like more than just a little fight, and it's over with. That's where the Pluto come in. So what do we know about Pluto? Pluto is all about depth. Pluto is all about regeneration. Pluto is all about, going debt. Like, when you owe a motherfucker debt, it's all about that. It's all about rejuvenation, resilience. That's why you see that Scorpios will be like, they're persistent. They're gonna keep going until they get it. You feel me? It ain't about, like I told you before, it ain't about the win. You know what I mean? It ain't about the, you know what I mean? It ain't about that. It's just like, nigga, this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I do what I needed to do. You ain't gonna tell me I can't. You know what I mean? That's where that comes from. Where they can goddamn it bite down. They say you bite down. You know what I mean? They can grind. They can go through all the, yeah, I mean, the bullshit that come with it, and they'll go through all that, and then they'll get, in order to get what they want or their ultimate goal, they'll go through all that, and that's where that Pluto comes from, because Pluto is ruled by that type of shit. You feel me? Pluto rules that type of shit. Death, kill your ass, all of that. Anything that can have, trauma and things like that, anything that has that lasting effect, that depth to it, that changes you forever, you know what I mean? That's that Pluto energy, where it's like, you feel me? Like I said, you go through it all, but you come out, you know what I mean, wiser for it. You come out better for it if you choose to. You know what I mean? Some come out killers, murderers, bitter, and broken. It's all up to you. And that's what a person with a lot of Scorpio energy or Pluto energy has to learn. Like, it's up to you how it go down. But they feel it so hard when it comes, because like I told you, it's all about that depth. It's all about getting to that soul. It's all about getting to the core of things, cutting through all the bullshit. So when you seeing through all the bullshit, it's kind of like it's gonna hit you hard. So you taking it just as hard as you might take it harder than a fire sign. Fuck that shit. I'm on with on. You feel me? You still water, so you still receptive. You're still going to, it's still a feminine sign. You're still going to receive, and you're still receiving energy. Although you may have that Mars, you're still at the end of the day a receiver for the most part. So when something hits you, it's gonna hit you hard, and that Pluto gonna make you want to go. You know what I mean? That Mars gonna make you want to address it, but that Pluto gonna make you want to go hard with it. You feel me? Gonna take it all the way there, like where it could have just been. You know what I mean? You could have just sat down with another person, a air sign or something, or somebody with air energy. May just think about it, come up with something, or throw a little jab at you here, joke with you. You know what I mean? Little, nah, that Mars and that Pluto, like, nigga, go through that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Mars already, like, get that motherfucker out the way and get the job done. But Pluto, like, by any means necessary. That's what Pluto brings to the table, that by any means necessary. That's why you see like a lot of Scorpios and like the drug game and shit like that. They can go through all that, getting shot at, all of that, killing motherfuckers, all that, because it's by any means necessary with Pluto. Pluto is long term. It's like a long term Mars. It's not that short term, where Mars is like in the short term, your wants and shit like that. Pluto is like that long term. How do we keep it going for 20 years? Fuck the 5 years. Mars might be cool with being up for 5. Nigga, it was a good 5. Hey, I did it all. You in my 5. Nah, Pluto, like, how we gonna keep this going for 20? How I'm gonna pass this down to my kids? Pluto is long term. You see what I'm saying? Pluto is depth. Depth. You know what I mean? Pluto goes in deep. Pluto ain't about that shallow waters. No, what's really in there? Let's get into it. Let's dive in there and see what's really going on. Let's get to the heart of the nigga. You know what I mean? Let's get to the heart of the matter, like they say. So with all of that going on, you feel me? And this is in Wendy's moon, so we have to keep that aspect. But let me break down Scorpio a little bit more for you. If you get a little bit more of the Scorpio energy, then we break it all together. Y'all know how we do. So with that Mars and that Pluto energy, and remember, like I said before, it's a water sign. So all of this is going on internally. You feel me? Internally, you might not never see a Scorpio sweat, but trust and believe me. They burning up on the inside. That's good. Well, listen, cause it's still water, and that's where it get fucked up. Cause you take it personally. You processing it internally. You processing it emotionally, as opposed to like when Mars is in a fire sign. Mars could kind of It ain't got to be all about the feelings and let me dive deep into it and really see what's going on, trying to see through things and read between the lines and all of that. Nah, this is what I feel like it is. All right, I'm gonna address it off top and okay, we gonna move on. Nah, Scorpio wanna sit there and dwell and think about it deeper and see what's really going on, trying to see through shit that don't need to be seen through, you feel me? Trying to find stuff that, you know what I mean, ain't got nothing to do with you, trying to just going too. You doing too much. You doing too much. Like, straight up, yeah, you doing too much. Like, how did you get that from that type stuff? And you can see that with Mercury too. But at least with Mercury, it's like it's not so personal. It's a little bit more, you know what I mean, objective. It's a little bit more of facts and logic when they piecing they little puzzle together. You see what I'm saying? When it's with that water energy, when it's with that Scorpio, it's more so you feeling it. So you incorporating that into your translation. So you ain't even realizing it. Like, boy, you took that way too far. Like, and you'll be telling another person like, and they looking at you like you crazy, look, you because you done went too deep. You know, too deep. Come on up. You gotta come up for air, my nigga. That's what you gotta understand. You water, but you got to come up for air, my nigga. Straight up. So even though they may have, like I said, that hard disposition by any means necessary, you know what I mean, persistence and all of that, it's it's still a very internal sign. It's still a very, you know what I mean, emotional sign. So they're dealing with all of these things and they're, you know what I mean, processing internally. They're personalizing it. They're bringing it into themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're receiving that. So especially like so you may never truly know what's really going on with it until they get into that, jump into that Mars, and they make themselves felt, and you know what I mean, like that. That so you may never know because this is very internal. It's a water sign, it's feminine sign. It's receiving, it's picking up, and it's processing, but it's doing it in a very personalized way. Because remember, it's all about the emotions. It's not about the logic. It's not about really thinking about it. It's okay. I caught this vibe from you. Okay, bet this what you trying to give out. Okay, you said that, but you really meant this. But like that might not even be the case. But that's where it's going with it. So with this being in Wendy's moon, in her internal world, and how she just deals with the people around her and things like that, her family, her immediate close one. This is gonna make Wendy a very see, because some people see it as domineering. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't want to say domineering because it's really not if you really know that person. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm on a Scorpio, it'll be like so closed off that, like, and you know, when people don't know anything about you, you know what I mean? That can be intimidating, but it's not necessarily that you're intimidating person, it's that you're keeping everything in so much because remember, I said it's still internal. It's still a water sign. It's still a receiver. It's still a feminine sign. So you're keeping all of those things in so much. And with that being in her moon, she's going to be that way at home. This is how she's going to feel regularly. She's going to always feel like I need to be doing something long term. I need to be making something happen. She's gonna always feel that way. I need to be in, you know what I mean, in control of the situation. I need to be resilient. I need to make something happen. I need to be able to go through the fire to or willing to go through the fire to get whatever it is that I'm trying to get or I don't want it. It's that passion. You know what I mean? Because you're mixing that Mars fire energy with that Pluto depth. So it's like that passion. You know what I mean? It burns deep type of thing. And it's like willing to do any and everything to get what you want. And that's why you'll see like a lot of people with Scorpio energy will end up getting what they want because they're willing to go through what you got to go through to get it. You feel me? Because they were focused on the long term to begin with. It was never a short term thing. You feel me? So although you may be celebrating those milestones or what have you for them or happy for them, their mind is set on the long term. So she's gonna always feel like even though I have it now, how can I keep it? You know, so that's where her mind is. So although people were like, "You're the biggest talk show host ever" and all of that, and she was Wendy Williams and all of that, she always felt like, okay, what am I gonna do next? That's why you saw her like. Then she went to the TV show, and then she had like hairlines and clothing line and all of that. It's like, how am I gonna sustain this? Okay, that's all good. Yeah, I'm Wendy, but like, I got to make it happen forever. You feel me? My son got to have it. We got to pass this down generation. It's that long term. You see what I'm saying? this is also gonna make her very, comfortable with those deep and dark, and you know what I mean, some people may find disgusting, things in the world. She's going to be comfortable with those things. They're not going to phase her, they're not going to bother her, because she, you know what I mean, I don't want to say she's ready for the world. Anyways, but she, yeah, I mean, she's comfortable with it, she understands it, she knows that, you know what I mean, this is just gonna be something else that I'm just gonna have to you know what I mean, regenerate from and come back from bigger, better, and brighter. You feel me? And bring something else to y'all that y'all gonna love and eat up. You feel me? This is also why Wendy always, like, she even describes herself as being very stubborn. And this is why that moon in Scorpio, this is what she's comfortable with. She's comfortable with, you know what I mean? Like I said, that Mars, that Pluto, stand the long haul, standing your ground. You feel me? Regardless, I don't care if it, a nigga, I don't give a fuck if everybody against me now. I'm standing ground by myself. You see what I'm saying? Like that type shit. Like, nigga, I'm here forever. And that can be very polarizing to a person who doesn't possess that much passion, or ain't that determined, or ain't that, I mean, they just don't have that much in it. It just is what it is to some people, or you know what I mean. So that could be a bit much for somebody. They might not understand, like, you know what I mean, the need to go that hard, you know what I mean. But that's how she's feeling it. So that, like I said, that can be a very polarizing energy, where some people will take to that and they'll be drawn to that energy, that, you know what I mean, zoom in, focus in depth, always trying to overthink things and reading between. Some people like that, you know what I mean. But some people, to other people, it's like offsetting, like, okay, you're doing too much, it's way too much, I don't want to go there. Like, some people like being superficial, some people like, you know what I mean, the bliss of ignorance. Like, some people, you know what I mean, or it's, for some people it just ain't that deep, it just is what it is, you know what I mean. So those type of people will be turned off by that energy. But her, within herself, she said herself that, you know what I mean, she never really felt the need to, like, try to fit in, or like go out with people, and I'm not going to beg to be in your friend group and things like that. And she doesn't really care about being liked. She's like rubbed a bunch of people the wrong way within her own industry, and like different artists and things like that. And she said she never really cared, because even as like a child, she never really cared about being in an in crowd, or, like, you know what I mean, being a popular person or anything like that. So that comes from that moon in Scorpio, where she's just so focused and on what she's passionate about and what she's got going on, and you know what I mean, getting her internal world together, and you know what I mean, making it happen for how she sees it happening long term. In order to do that, she has to, you know what I mean, zoom in, focus in. She's so focused on what she got going on, sometimes she don't see, you know what I mean, how it affects the things around her. But she can get a lot of things accomplished, because remember, this is her moon, so this is going to be how she really, like, this is like how she really is. Like, this is her inside world, this is her internal world. So this is how she's talking to herself, like, bitch, we got to get it done. Like, what are you doing? Like, probably when she was sick, she probably was like, hell nah. That's why you kept seeing her trying to, like, come back, and then she had to leave again, because, like, she wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. But in her mind, you feel me, at home when she was in the bed, she like, nah, I got to make this happen forever. Like, niggas is finna starve. Like, that's how it was for her. Like, we missing money. Like, we jeopardizing the long term over this bullshit. Like, I got to get it. I got to get out here and get it. Like, man, listen. And like I told you before, this is gonna be, so even with, like, her family and things like that, she's going to be very, you know what I mean, not necessarily, because some people say controlling, because that's what it is. But I don't want to say controlling, because it's like, it's not that she necessarily wants to control them. She just feels like she almost like they understand you better than you, like, type shit. Like, they got you so down packed that, like, this is how you supposed to be. Like, if you ain't that, then it's a problem, type of thing. But like, you don't never have nobody down packed like that. I don't care how much you analyze them, break them down. You know what I mean? Try to all of that, all the little tactics, like, still, yeah, and still, you still can't control no other person. You still can't, you know what I mean, calculate or estimate. You never know what another motherfucker gonna do. So even though you might have studied them and watched them and know exactly how they move and think you know exactly how they think, and you didn't sat and you know what I mean, took it in and you processed it emotionally and think you got their emotions down pat. At the end of the day, that's still another human being with their own free will. So anything can happen. You feel me? So along with her Cancer sun, this also contributed to why she stayed so long in what was a toxic situation, because she's comfortable with those types of things. She's not in a negative way where it's like she wants those type of things. She doesn't want those type of things, but it's like you have to go through something to get anything worth of value. You see what I'm saying? So that's what she. So it's like, you know what I mean? She's gonna be more, willing to go through more and through deeper, darker things in order to achieve what she wants, because she's already comfortable with that. This is her moon. This is her internal world. So that's already what she's going through herself. She's already overthinking things. She's already in her feelings. She's already doing too much, feeling too much, saying too much. You see what I'm saying? You've seen her get in trouble before for going into other people's business and going too deep. That's why people don't like Wendy. She just goes too deep. That's that moon in Scorpio. You see her sun in Cancer is a little more likable. She's very pleasant when you meet her. You see Wendy tries to give off like a loving vibe. That's that sun in Cancer. But that moon in Scorpio is that depth where she's exposing people's secrets and I mean just goes too deep, goes too far, does too much. Like but it's because she, you know what I mean, she's passionate about what she does and she doesn't really like that coding over things. Like I told you, don't sugarcoat shit. You got to get to the deep depth of what shit really is. And when you try to put up that facade, that's gonna make them go even further. And really, you know what I mean. So if you just keep it 1,000 from the jump, you feel me? But everybody business ain't your business. It ain't everybody business to get personal with you just because you're willing to get that deep. Because you're comfortable with those depths. Everybody ain't a moon in Scorpio. Everybody ain't trying to go there. Everybody don't want to talk about their childhood trauma when they first met you. Everybody don't want to know all that. Some people just want to keep it light, hearty. Let's kick it. Let's party. Let's have fun. Like this is also why like Wendy has chosen to like keep a lot of her own things to herself and things like that. You know what I mean? Because I told you this is internal. This is how you feel. So if you feeling like everything is deep and everything is dark and everything you gotta work for it, you gotta rejuvenate, you got to be in it. You know what I mean? If you're feeling like that, you see what I'm saying? Then it's really not gonna be nothing for you to tell. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna be nothing for you to say about it. Like it just is what it is. Ain't really too much to say. And with this being an internal thing, it's like she's gonna keep a lot of her feelings inside, and then that Mars is gonna force her eventually to respond in some type of way. And that's where you see like Scorpio is getting the killing and all that type shit. And it was because you done took too much in and you done went too deep and you done did too much. And when it finally came out, when that Mars finally kicked out that motherfucker and got through all that water and all them waves you was throwing at them on Mars and it came and you done fuck around and took a nigga head off. Like you can't do that. You gotta let all that stuff out. But that's why Wendy chose to keep a lot of stuff to herself, because she already feels like this is how it is anyway. Like everybody goes through something. So what's the point of me crying and whining and bitching about mine? You see what I'm saying? But that sun in Cancer want to cry and whine all day. But that moon in Scorpio is kind of like, nah, you can't do that. You got to hold your shit. You got to maintain for the long haul. You got to, you see what I'm saying? You got to focus on what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't got time for all that. But trust and believe, she was feeling it though. Trust and believe, she was feeling it. And that's why you see her like, she'll like, what she say, expose herself, where she'll like tell a lot of stuff about herself and things like that, because she just feels like that's how it should be. Like, should nobody be exposed you but you should do it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody should just keep their shit all the way 100, but that's just not how the world work. Everybody should just keep their shit out there, like, but that's just not how it is. Everybody ain't like that. Some people don't want to go that deep. Some people don't want to know all that shit. Some people don't want all their business out there. Some people, I mean, enjoy their facade. Some people enjoy the representative that they present to you. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to look past that. Like, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? You go too far. You go too deep. You know it's bad when you go too far. You expose yourself. Like, hey, you the dove in on yourself, man. Like, come on, man. Like, most people don't want to expose themselves, but it's like, how can I be mad at y'all? And that's why you kind of see her attitude, where it's just like, I can't be mad at y'all when I do the same thing. So it is what it is. Even though she does feel some type of way. We see that, but she gotta take it on the chin, because it's like, okay, that's what that Scorpio on her. It's like, that's what come with the territory. It is what it is, like it or not. I am who I am. You are who you are. Whatever, take it or leave it. And this is also why she was kind of comfortable with, even though people said her husband was possessive and controlling and things like that, she was able to handle that, because to her it probably looked like the same amount of passion that she had, because she knows the amount of passion that she possesses for the things that she loves and she cares about in her businesses and things like that. So to her it's probably just that same amount of passion, you know what I mean, just being channeled incorrectly. So she probably identified with it, you know what I mean, beforehand. You know what I mean? That just that aggressive nature, you know what I mean, and getting what you want and things like that. She probably didn't see it as, you know what I mean, the same way that we see it from the outside. She probably didn't see it that way from the inside. You see what I'm saying? She probably saw it more as like just him being passionate, and then throughout, you know what I mean, you learn as you go. But as far as that initially, where she like said he always had a bad attitude and stuff like that, she probably just took it as like, you know what I mean, he's just passionate about what he wants to do, and he's gonna go through whatever means, like I told you, through whatever means to get what you want. And she could respect that, because she about that same time, you know what I mean. But then when it gets into the toxic, you know what I mean, manipulation and all of that, and then shit could get sticky. And anybody, like I said, Pluto rules death, so it's all about that. So when you got a lot of Scorpio or Pluto energy, then you're gonna experience a lot of that, whether it's death of people around you, death of your ego, death of your monies, death. See, people take it as it's gonna be like just you gonna die. No, 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 no. You can die way before you leave this earth, and don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Your body can be walking around here empty than a motherfucker. You don't even know it. You just soulless. You just trust and believe. So Scorpio, you know what I mean, Pluto rule that type shit. So you know it's gonna be involved when this is in her moon. So that's how she gonna be. She gonna at home. She gonna take everything personal. This her shit. You know what I mean? This is, and she gonna give a fuck about it wholeheartedly, completely. Ain't no in between, none of that. Remember, Scorpio is the eighth house. So this is the official joining, coming together. Ain't no breaking apart. You feel me? Ain't none of that. This is the eternal bonding. You feel me? It ain't Libra. You know what I mean? Let's get married. It ain't that. It ain't that. This is forever, nigga. Drake status. So anything Wendy does, she's looking at it for forever. She ain't looking for it for now. It's forever, nigga. Like with her family, like that's how she felt. So that's why she was, you know what I mean, like I said, she stayed in that situation because she empathized with him. She kind of saw that passion in him and could relate to that. And she already had that forever nature in her, where it's like, if I'ma do it, I'ma do it for, you know, like I told you, long term. This is forever. If I'ma commit to, I'ma commit to. I'ma do it to the best of my abilities and whatever, by any means necessary. My shit. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep that in mind. So this is how she's feeling. So that's how she feels about her family. That's a, don't y'all better not, y'all talking about her son and all that. I suggest y'all stop. Like, you know how Cancer already feel about their family. Then you got that moon in Scorpio. Hey, look. I don't care how much Wendy cry on TV and all of that. Don't you let none of that fool ya. Scorpio cry and kill you in the same breath, and goddamn it think it's normal. Don't you get it twisted. She a moon in Scorpio, so this how she feel about it. So she ain't gonna even have no qualms or no second emotion, none of that. Yeah. I mean, but she can also be, very hard on herself. Like, well, as you could, you know what I mean. Just from listening to it, you can tell, like, nigga, that must be hard. You know what I mean? You got to do 150% on every. I mean, you must be drained, and yeah, you be drained in a motherfucker. But hey, it is what it is. And then once Moon if Scorpio is drained and things like that, and they just get too deep into their own world and too much into their own mind and too much into the theories and too much into the conspiracies, you get into all of that, like, and then like that's when you'll start to see like the paranoia for one, but like they'll start to get into like bad habits and things like that. And like I told you, that Moon Scorpio is all already about that regeneration and really bringing yourself back and really redemption and things like that. So you got to be down in order to redeem. You feel me? So you got to go all the way down. And when they drop, they ain't just dropping. No, you going all the way to the depths of hell, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Pluto ain't about that bullshit, nigga. You ain't just fall, slip, and skin your knee, nigga. You didn't fail and goddamn looked around, it's flames and all kind of shit. The house going down. That's what Pluto is. What you gonna do now? You got to figure something out. You see what I'm saying? That type shit. Nigga, it's life or death and you made it out type shit. A lot of Scorpio, people with Scorpio energy, Pluto energy, they had them type stories. Nigga, they done made it out of death a couple times. You see what I'm saying? Wendy done beat death a couple times. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Cause they up close and personal with it. This her moon. You see what I'm saying? She done dealt with death at home. You see what I'm saying? She done went through the bullshit at home. Went through the tragedies at home. You feel me? Her nigga was taking her through that shit. She was at home going through hell. You see what I'm saying? But y'all see how she coming out. You feel me? You got to go through. Y'all see how she coming out? She got a little young boy. You know what I mean? Doing what she needed to do. You feel me? She chilling. She spending a little cheese. Got rid of that nigga. You know, you got to go through it. And everybody's looking at her like, bitch, what are you doing? She had a plan, but it's long term. You got to. It ain't no short term. When people like just divorce me and all that. No, it's long term. You ain't finna fuck up my money stacks. I got to put things in play, make shit. You see what I'm saying? Got to stay in this fire a little bit longer. You until I can get things where I need them to be. Where I'm gonna be straight for me and mine gonna be straight for long term. And you got to go. You see what I'm saying? Whereas like the Cancer in her would have made that instinctive move, like, oh, you hurt me, fuck you, nigga, da da da, divorce and all that, go through all those emotions and shit like that. Even though she wanted her family into that Moon and Scorpio, like, hold on, ho. This nigga in all our business, doing all our fucking up all our long term. Hold on, you done built this nigga for a minute. We gotta send. Hold on, we gotta take this in. We gotta dive deep in this one. We got to see, you know what I mean, what's worth keeping, what gotta go. We got to, yeah, take in some more information before we just jump ship like that. We got to plan for the long haul. I got to make sure me and my son gonna be good once I jump ship. So I can't just jump ship and say fucking and whatever happens, happens. Yeah, man, but that's that. But like I said, that'll also lead her. This is why she like, hid a lot of stuff and things like that. It's very internal. She's gonna keep it to herself until the time need be, and then she gonna, present it as such. So when it's not really going to affect the long term, you see what I'm saying? So once she was out of that and everything, then she could say what she wanted to say. Like when she was out of the throes of addiction, then she could say what she needed to say about it. When she was out of the divorce, then she could say what she wanted to say. She ain't gonna be inside of you. You feel me? No, that just ain't the way. But this is also what drove her into like the depths of addiction, where she was like on crack, like where she didn't just like, you know what I mean. So a lot of people dibble and dibble and dabble in drugs. You feel me? A lot of people do that. A lot of people are recreational users, but this is going to send her deep down into the throes. You feel me? You got to remember, Scorpio ain't with that surface level shit. It's gonna send her deep down. She was hiding it. This is her moon. This is her personal. This is the things that you keep close. So these are the things she's gonna keep close to her. She's keeping death, destruction, death, and all of that shit close to the heart. You got to process it close to her. So all that shit is right here. You feel me? It ain't over there. It ain't when you walk out your door. It's right here. So she in the house doing crack pipes, trying to hide from her husband and shit. You feel me? Alright, it ain't fun. I ain't laughing at addiction because you know addiction's some serious shit. But this the way she had told the story. She talking about I'm trying to smoke cigarettes, hit the crack pipe, hide the smell. Like it's just like, bruh. Moon and Scorpio. So this is why she like went to those extremes where it wasn't just like recreationally or anything like that. She's gonna get into. If she gonna do it, she gonna do it all the way. Period. You hear me? All the way. Forgot to mention Scorpio is also a fixed sign. So you just a corporate. You already know what a fixed sign about. Niggas stay in the long haul. That stubbornness that I was talking about, that's just gonna add to it. So you got the depth, you got the stuck, you got that fixedness, then you got that water, you got those emotions. So they're gonna be stuck in how they feel about shit. You see what I'm saying? They gonna be stuck in how they seeing shit. They gonna be stuck in their long term plan. They gonna be stuck in that. They ain't stuck in all what you trying to get going. No, I'm stuck in how I'm feeling, how I'm seeing shit, how shit hit my heart. You see what I'm saying? How it hit me when I felt it. You keep trying to tell me how it hit you. You know what I'm saying? How you would feel. No, I'm focused. I'm fixed on how my feelings and what I'm feeling and how these emotions is affecting me. And you know what I mean? So because they're receiving. Remember, it's a feminine sign, so they're receiving all of this energy. So they like, nigga, you the one who gave me that. You see what I'm saying? And you gonna try to tell me how to take it? Like, nah, I'm gonna take it how I took it, and I'm gonna take it to heart, and then I'm gonna proceed from there. You see what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of issues come. Cause like I said, you ain't listen. You'll be hard pressed to find a moon and Scorpio that just gonna back down. Like, just let it be. Like, this how they feel. This ain't the sun. How they acting. How they trying to express themselves. How they want to come out to you. This the moon. This what it is. You feel me? Fuck with me, I kill you. Fuck with mine, I kill you. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna think twice, cause I received that energy from you. You see what I'm saying? So how you gonna feel the type of way when I give you? Can't tell me how to react. Now, yeah, you should have just left me alone. That's what a moon Scorpio at. So just leave it. I mean, if a moon Scorpio going through something, just leave them be. They'll come talk. If they come talk to you, just hear them out. You feel me? Don't do too much. I was straight up. And then, cause they going there. They going all the way there. So if you don't want to go all the way there, I suggest you just not even approach the situation. I mean, sometimes you not knowing to back off. You feel me? You gotta know when to retreat. Yeah, retreat is a part of war too. It ain't all just combat. Sometimes you gotta know when to retreat. And the moon and Scorpio gotta learn that too. It ain't as big as bad as you motherfucking thought. You know what I mean? You could be done too. You feel me? All that passion and all of that, yeah, that's cool. But you know what I mean? You might be willing to fight to the death, but what if a motherfucker actually kill you? Like, you ain't think about that. Like, yeah, just because you willing to go that far don't mean you gonna be the one to make it out. So you might want to think a little bit more. You know what I mean? Not as deep, but think a little bit more before you just go approaching it like that sometimes. That's just my advice from one moon of Scorpio to the other. You feel me? I forgot to mention as well that Scorpio moon is also why Wendy went through like so many surgeries and things like that, because remember Pluto is all about that death, that transformation, that rejuvenation, that, you know what I mean, getting yourself back right, that, like I said, transforming yourself. So no, one way to transform yourself, remember that Mars, that cutting, that knife. You gotta remember Mars and Pluto together. That knife and that transformation. What do that equal? Surgery. And getting different things done. So that's why you'll see that moon in Scorpio also has a lot to do with that. Why she's very willing to go under the knife. You'll see a lot of people with a lot of Scorpio energy. They're willing to go under the knife and things like that. It's that Mars mixed with that Pluto. They're willing to transform. They're willing to, like I said, go through the depths to get what they want. If they want a new ass, they're gonna go, you know what I mean, to the furthest link to get that whatever. It is what it is. Facts. So that was part 2, all about Miss Wendy Williams, Moon and Scorpio. You know, you gotta put that on there. You know, you got to get a little dark with Scorpio. So we got to dive into her Moon and Scorpio. You got to see, you know, get into the depths. You know, you can't stay on the surface with the Scorpio, and you got to dive deep. So I had to get in there on you, but you know, we got to get in there and see, you know, what makes Wendy a little bit more mischievous, a little bit more, polarizing, shall we say. You even love her or hate her, and she don't care either way. We got to get into that nature, you know what I mean? Got to understand, why she maybe had tolerated some things that she maybe should not have in her, relationships and things like that, and just, maintaining her long-term goals and, focus on those and, sustaining everything that she feels like she should have, need, and want, you know what I mean? So, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you kick back with part 3. Let me know what you think down below. Come on with it.